Hello everybody and welcome yourselves back to another ECC stream, and today we are going to be having an exciting Division 1 matchup between Igneous Esports Academy and Parallax. Of course, I am Faded, your caster for tonight, and of course we've got the wonderful Timmy behind the scenes running the stream for us in this one, so yeah, very exciting stuff here. So to begin with, we're going to first off take a look at the lineups of both these teams. Of course, we can see already in the start we have the Parallax side. They've got Hulum, Nipchox, and one Skunk in there. So that's the team they're playing with in this matchup. And as for the Igneous side, we do have, this is their full roster. We have Dennis, Tzipi, Celsius, and then the Stub Solution and Shocks. Don't know yet which of those players are going to be in this game, but we will just have to wait and see for that. Now, as for where both these teams are in the standings right now, Parallax are in a comfortable third place right now, currently in contention for the playoff spot. Of course, this is the second of their last matches they've got this season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's right. So they're in a great position. I think a win here will definitely secure them that top four. Now, as for Igneous, they're on the complete opposite end of things. They're currently in 9th place, which, if we don't count the full net green side, who have dissolved, that means they are basically last, and of course 9th puts them in the spots for relegation. Of course 8th and 9th go to the promotion relegation tournament against the 2nd and 3rd from Division 2, so they're really needing some wins here if they want to get out of that zone and put themselves at least a spot to retain their spot for next season, because at this point playoffs is not really a possibility. I'm pretty sure it's actually impossible at this rate, so we'll have to see how Igneous handle this one. So it says they're 2-4. They're technically 2-5 actually, because they forfeited one match. So that's what's happening there. Of course, Parallax currently 5-2. So that's what we got going for us in this game. So I think now we will have a look at the predictions for this game. Now that we've taken a look at what we've got here in this game, and I think it's pretty clear who's going to win this one. I believe Parallax are the ones that are going to be coming out on top in this. I'm going to give it a 3-1, I think, because Parallax in their last game, they didn't look that impressive. They played against the Good Alliance Tempest side, so that could factor into it. I think they are. I don't know if this is the same roster they play with in that match or not. I think it may be slightly different, but regardless, they didn't look that impressive in the last game. But hopefully they would have sorted out some of their problems they had in that series, and they could come up with a stronger performance here. But based on that, I think Igneous could perhaps take a game off of them. That's why I'm going with a 3-1 scoreline. But again, I don't see Igneous really winning this one, considering the way their season's gone so far. It just depends what lineup they go with, really. But yeah, Igneous have really been struggling. I'm just going to take a look quickly at some recent results from Igneous. Of course, the only wins they've gotten was in week 1 against Good Alliance Tempest, so that was a 3-2. And they, of course, got that forfeit win from Full Night Green. But other than that, like, since week 1, they've only managed to take a game at most against their opponents. They've been swept 3 times. Parallax have looked a lot stronger, though. They managed to get themselves some pretty good wins. Of course, a couple game 5s in there, but as well as a couple sweeps. But they are coming off a loss just this past week, so we'll have to see how they do coming into this one. Hopefully that they can get that confidence back for them. And of course, Igneous, really, for this matchup, if I was them, of course, they should just come in with, like, they've got nothing to lose, really. They should be thinking that. Of course, they are the clear underdogs as well. But if they really have not much to lose in this and only everything to gain, really, they're not going to have much pressure going into this, really, I think, if they think that way. And of course, Parallax, at the same time, they don't have that much pressure either, because they've got a great position for playoffs. But I mean, it could still be mathematically possible for them to drop out the top 4. But I think Parallax should be confident knowing that they're, like, the better team in this one. But I don't know, everyone handles pressure differently, so we'll have to see, because they may think, oh, we need to basically win here, we're expected to win. So yeah, two different ends of the spectrum here for both sides. It will be an interesting match for sure, I think, to see how you stack up against each other. And so yeah, we will find out what happens soon. Of course, we are waiting for the Igneous team to get in here. They've still got 10 minutes from now to get in here, but I'm sure they'll be on their way. The Parallax guys are nice and early, which is good to see. And of course, if you guys in chat want to leave some predictions, feel free, go ahead. Let us know who you think's got this one as well. Will be nice to hear. So yeah, we'll have to see what goes on in this one. I know that Parallax is like a semi-pickup team. This is not Nitrox's regular team. And speaking of which, we do have the Igneous side in here. So yeah, I think everyone is ready to go, guys. I think we will get started. Of course, it is Parallax and Igneous Esports Academy playing in Division 1. We will start the match right after this map animation. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The match between Parallax and Igneous is getting started up here. A best of 5. Let's get this one going. As we see, Nitrox clearing this one out to the side. It's boomed right down the field for Solution into his own corner. We'll cross it over to Dennis. And now Dennis does have a shooting opportunity. He does put it off the backboard and no one is there to capitalize on it. But the demo will hopefully allow it to keep some pressure as Celsius does get this one. The attempted flick not going anywhere, unfortunately. Now Hulam does chip it up for Nitrox. He does manage to beat Dennis to the ball, but Celsius, great read there to get that one off the backboard, but still the pressure is on as one scope puts it into the middle. Solution clears it out to the side for Celsius, and Celsius is having a bit of trouble with this one. Now Solution will come in, a great challenge there, down into the box. And the demo coming out once again, liking this from Igneous, so trying to open up a bit of space for them, and now a bit of a cluster in the box of Parallax. The ball will still be cleared though, despite that. Now one's putting this one out to the left side. It does bounce off the wall. Dennis does make the challenge as Celsius puts it under the second man there. And now Nitrox are coming with a clear. One's will have to turn on this. It is out to the corner again, but now Dennis is looking to force the issue here, trying to get in middle, but will not find anything there. And now Solution again with the demo on the last man, but Celsius with the whiff will buy some time for Nitrox to respawn, and speaking of which, he does manage to come in for the ball there. And so it is back and forth so far in this game, no one really having many opportunities so far. The defenses of both teams looking fairly strong so far. They are shutting down attacking opportunities pretty early, so I think really the passing players are what are going to be needed, you know, not off the sidewall really, just rolling it around, but playing it in field into the box will really benefit these teams, I think. But these demo plays that Igneous will be bringing out could really benefit them, but so far I've not really found, you know, the right timing on it to get an attack. But we'll see how they manage to adjust, as we are 2 minutes into this one. Still nothing to be found for either team, as now Nitrox does win that one out. It is an open net, but Celsius will be back for it, and Solution also there on the respawn. And Celsius off the ceiling, does manage to get it out into midfield. And Nitrox will take a bit of time here, does put it into the center for Hulam, tries to go for the redirect, but you couldn't connect on the touch. And Nitrox once again puts it down into the box of Igneous, but Dennis is right there to clear it away. Now the counter attack coming out, Hulam will surely have this one into his own corner, but still the pressure is on Celsius off the backboard. It is cleared right away by Wands. Now here comes Dennis, is out onto the left side. It's the corner. Celsius will just clear it out again, but Niptrox there to counter it, and now it is into the box again. That demo will perhaps give a chance over to Parallax, but it is shut down once again. For one, let's pick the ball up again. He's looking to go for a ceiling pass perhaps, but he can't get anything on it. Perhaps he run out of boost. Now Dennis is there for it. Hulam does get the clear. Now it's the corner. Solution does miss the touch. There is a chance for Parallax, and Hulam will put it through. That'll be 1-0 for the Parallax side. And yeah, it was that whiff for Solution. Of course, he was the one that had to make that touch. He was the last man, and Celsius can't get back in time. And Hulam does manage to secure it himself. And that is 1-0. A minute 51 on the clock. We'll see how these two teams will go about this game. Of course, now Igneous do have the lead to get back. And was that Celsius with a double flip reset? What was that? Didn't really net him anything, but still, some acrobatics coming out from him. Could have perhaps found something a bit more from it. But now, a double commit from the side of Parallax will give an opportunity for Dennis to shoot, and he will just take it as an open net. Oh dear, the Parallax team, bit of miscommunication here. Wallenskog and Niptrox up for that, and he just collide in midair, and it is straight down for Dennis. He'll be taking that open net any day of the week. And that'll be now tied up very quickly for Igneous. And really, Parallax needs to clean up on their act. The defense has been so strong so far, but that one mistake has cost them. So we'll see how they react as this one is boomed down the field. Celsius will be getting this one off the backboard. Over to Dennis, who clears it downfield. Now Solution out to the left. Dennis does put one onto the backboard, and Solution with the follow-up is off the post though. An opportunity gone there for Igneous. Now here comes Hulam. Dennis will actually challenge him. It's down to the box with Wand there on the line to save it away. Now just under a minute left to go and counting. Hulam is there for that, but he decides not to go for it. Dennis puts it into the box. Celsius with the follow-up. It is wide. Now Dennis for one more chance, but it is out wide once again. And now here comes Dennis with a shot on net. Wand will be forced to take that one away. Now Solution keeping the pressure on. Goes for another shot there, but Hulam will take it and flick it over the attacking player. And now it is numbers advantage here for Igneous, but they take a bit too much time, and it allows the rotation to come in for the Igneous players. But now Parallax have a bit of pressure here. This one is thrown onto the backboard. Celsius misses the touch, and Niptrox will be there to clean up on it to get the lead back for Parallax. That boomer there from Wallenskog did catch Celsius out of position. He couldn't make the touch, and Niptrox is there to capitalize on that. 19 seconds left. Parallax in a very strong position to take this first game. Let's see what happens here as Niptrox does get this one out of the box. It is an open net for Hulam. He will be taking that one. 3-1 now for Parallax. A great play off the kickoff. It was an excellent challenge from Niptrox. The aggression there, I like it. Dennis was not expecting. Hulam will just get that one into an open net once again. And with 13 seconds left, I think it is going to be game there unless some heroics come out here for the Igneous side. Don't seem to have anything in the bag here to bring this one back, as it is boomed down the field again. That'll be Parallax 1-0 up in this series. A very strong performance from them. A couple of hiccups here and there, but they do manage to pull through in at the closing minute of that game. That's a good stuff, and hopefully Igneous, you know, they have the right idea on offense, I feel like, but the defense doesn't look as great, especially in the latter stage of that game. So let's see what both these two teams do in the second game. Well, game 2 is about to get started off. We're just waiting for one that's going to join, and speaking of which, he does manage to get in. The second game of the series underway. Parallax leads by 1 game. And hopefully they can keep the momentum rolling in this one. And now Igneous will have to respond after losing that first game. We'll see what they do here as Celsius is looking to get things started early. One skunk does get the block there, and now Solution puts it into the box for Dennis. The shot is there, but one skunk couldn't make the save, unfortunately, and Igneous do get the first goal in this game. The aggression for Solution now to put the box, and Dennis with a great touch pass to defenders. One's going to get 0 boost. He made the best efforts to get that one away, but it is not enough. And now Parallax will have to respond here. They are capable of doing it, but the defense not looking at its strongest in that situation. The Solution is up for it. Drops it into the midfield. 2 players jumping for Igneous, but Celsius is the one that does commit to it. Now Dennis is there. Doesn't manage to find a touch, but Solution will cover. Hulam is there to block it though. And now one's going to look to put this one into the center. 2 players in the same area for the Igneous side, and Niptrox will be able to put that one through into the net. And yeah, one's going to, it was the right idea to commit for that one. 2 players in the corner for Igneous. It's not the best spacing from them, and Niptrox does make good use of that opportunity. Puts it into the bottom right. It's perfectly played there from Parallax. And they tie it up very quickly in this game, which is really what they needed. And now it is equal once again, and again we are seeing some aggression from Parallax. Here comes Hulam there. Niptrox is going to be covering for that. The rotation is quite aggressive from Parallax right now, but it is broken up there with that demolition. But once again, we'll just put it right back into the Igneous half. Yeah, I am noticing this from Parallax. They're pushing their third man into the midfield line, which can sometimes be risky, but you know, the rotation has been fairly strong so far, and it has worked out pretty well for them. So we'll see what Igneous do to respond to that. Do they recognize the setup from Parallax, as this one is put into the midfield? Hulam is there very quickly for that. But the demo on Niptrox by Solution will grant a chance for Igneous to Celsius. Let's try to put a shot on net, but it is a bit weak. Now Niptrox is up for this, puts it over Dennis. It is on net. Can Solution make it back just in time? Yeah, he can. Does get it off the line, but one skunk is looking for more. It is taken out by Celsius. Let's chip it over one defender. Now Solution tries to put it into midfield, but the touch is far too weak for that, and Niptrox will be taking that one. Now Celsius does drop it. Niptrox does chip it up, but one skunk is not committing for that. Does not want to be diving in as the last man. Now this one into the box. Hulam and Niptrox jump for it, but now Hulam with the second touch does get into the corner for Niptrox, who will make the clear over to one skunk. Now Solution into the left corner. Celsius tries to go for this, but Hulam puts it past him, and now Dennis will just take it over his own net. Hulam is chasing him down, but with 0 boost, he's not going to be catching up to him anytime soon. Now Niptrox does manage to get this one. Does not go for a second touch though. It is onto the backboard. No one there to the side of Parallax, and this could be chaos in the box here. Celsius is going to try to take it himself, but Niptrox with great patience just waits for it. He does get a free clear, but it's bang back into the box of Parallax. Now 2 players up for this. Hulam does end up committing. One skunk was perhaps called off of it. Now he is up once again. Cannot land a touch. And a counter attack. It's a bit slow here from Igneous, but the last one is being chased down. But that down from one skunk did bail out Niptrox. And nevertheless, the defense does end up being scrambled, and Dennis scores his second of the game. And then they fail to recover after that. Just the players panicking on the side of Parallax. And Dennis just takes the free shot right there. And now Igneous regain the leads in this game. Still over 2 minutes here. We'll see if they can hang on to their lead. Of course, last time they had a lead like this earlier in the game, they gave it up pretty quickly. So we'll have to see what happens as Hulam is up for this. Tries to put it down for one skunk. He doesn't have much boost to work with. I think he's just going to try fake it for Niptrox, but Niptrox was not expecting it. Now he flicks it high for Hulam and puts it onto the left ball. But the demo again from Igneous will give them a chance as the shot is wide. Hulam tries to pre-flip that one. He still manages to get a touch, thankfully, but Solution is there for the challenge, and it is still in the half of Parallax. That shot from Celsius is wide. Niptrox with the block to deny a second. Now Hulam put this one back in the field. Solution does flick it. And Hulam is there. The demo from one skunk could give an opportunity here, and it is through. Hulam does it himself, and that is 2-2 here in this game. And that demo was really important there from Parallax. This gave a free shot to Hulam, who puts it top right. Dennis can't get there in time. Good stuff here from Parallax. 1 minute 23 still. The next goal could be the winner here, as it has been really close here, but every time Igneous have scored, Parallax have just responded pretty quickly, to be honest. Which is not really a great sign, but we'll have to see what happens here, as no one is really going for this ball. It is hanging in the midfield. Bit of hesitation for both sides, and Niptrox will finally go for this one. Looking to play it himself. Now it is put into the midfield. Hula will not commit for that. The shot is on, but he just plays it into the corner. Oneskunk does turn back though. Dennis does have possession. Puts another shot on net. It's off the post, but Oneskunk does boom it away into the opposing half. Now here comes Celsius. Does drop it down for himself. Only 15 boosts to work with. Puts it into the center. It is in front of the net, and Dennis will claim the hat-trick. And Oneskunk is going to have a little check on... Yeah, he had plenty of boosts to work with in 90, but he didn't jump for it in time. He should have went for it pretty much instantaneously, but Dennis does get the goal there. The third for him and his team. Now 35 seconds for Parallax to tie it up. Celsius is up for this, does beat out Hulam, and now Oneskunk is last man back. What can he make with this one? Not a whole lot, apparently, as Niptrox has put it out to him, though. That was a passing opportunity there, and now the demo onto Niptrox by Solution. The shot is still on, bit of panic in the Igneous side. And now this is the chance for Parallax to get an attack going, as the defense is quite slow here for Igneous, but none of them are committing for this. And that pinch, the infield pass does go in, and now Oneskunk with a great angle on net. What a play from Parallax to clutch up here and tie it up. And it is the 1-2 between Oneskunk and Niptrox. Niptrox with great vision to put it on the backboard, and Oneskunk, what an angle on that shot. And now with 5 seconds left, they tie it up, and it looks like overtime is on the horizon in game 2. And really, Igneous are going to be kicking themselves after that one there. Let's see what happens here, of course. There's a bit of momentum shift there as Oneskunk is up for the shot. He does put it on to Celsius. Now Celsius doesn't manage to get it, but Dennis also goes for it. Now Celsius looking to take it out himself. 2+ commit for the Parallax side. Oneskunk needs to play a bit patient here. Celsius is going for the shot, can't get the touch on it. No, Dennis will look to put it into the midfield, but not the best touch there. Just hands it back to Parallax. Now Solution is up for it. The full team of Parallax is committed, and Celsius will be taking the open net to secure the second game and tie it up. Oh my goodness. A really intense game does come to an end. The overcommit from Parallax will grant the win for Igneous. And it's now 1-1 in the series. Igneous made it a much more interesting game there. And then we'll see who's going to be getting themselves match point as we advance into the third game. Well, it's all tied up in this series, and now we are going into the third game. Who's going to be breaking the tie in this? We will find out. Now here comes one. He does put it into the center. Hulam is up for this. Now Celsius will look to land a touch on it. Now Solution will try to get onto the midfield. 2+ committing there on the side of Parallax. We'll grant Dennis the ball. And with 0 boost to work with, looking to just force a 50 this time, but he does get into the midfield, but Just hands possession with the Parallax. Now Hulum is up for us into the corner. Celsius does get a touch on it, but it fakes out Solution, but recovery is there for him, thankfully. And Nipchox, who has switched back to the Octane now, does get the demo on Celsius. Now Hulum does have a free shot for him. Onto the backboard, Solution is right there to clear it away. And now the demo again from Hulum onto Dennis. Now trying to give Igneous a bit of a taste of their own medicine. Igneous did try a lot of demos these past couple games, and now they're looking to incorporate that into their own strategy. But as I say that, Oneskong does end up ongoing it. Oh my. I was going to say Oneskong, he did get a pretty nice bump onto Celsius here to deny the shot after that demo, but yeah, that's just unfortunate for him, for Oneskong. Really unlucky for him, but he'll just have to shake it off there. As it is now 1-0 for Igneous. And Oneskong will look to try redeem himself here as he does have, or had the possession, sorry. Now Celsius will look to put this down for Solution. It is blasted into the backboard though. And now Oneskong with not the best touch. Does go down to Hulum though. And Oneskong looking to get the shot on net, but he can't land the touch unfortunately. Would have liked to see a shot or a pass could have really done the trick there. And then the shot on net by Nipchox is put away by Solution. Hulum again. Solution puts it high. And Nipchox onto the backboard, but there's no one there to really follow up from Parallax. And Dennis again with a demo. Oneskong does challenge though. Forces Solution to make the clear. Now Celsius with a potential redirect attempt. Hulum, I think he got faked out by it, but was able to get a touch on the ball. And again, there's so many demos coming out from both sides here. They're just looking for any opportunities they can. And it has worked out, but they've not really found any goals as of yet. Igneous did find one, but I felt like they got off a little lucky in that one. But regardless, still 2 minutes played now. Now Oneskong with the flick over Celsius. Does get a touch on it. Now Hulum does manage to win that 50 out, but it's off the post, and the pinch there from Solution will get it well away from harm's way. And now Dennis with the shot opportunity, but Nipchox with the early block there. Now Oneskong with the shot opportunity, but it's off to the side once again. And it was the demo again that allowed them that opportunity, but yeah, the shot accuracy just wasn't there. Now Solution should have put it over to Celsius. There comes Hulum. Now Nipchox does put it out into the midfield. Hulum to follow it up, does get it under Solution, but Dennis, the last man, will do his job well. He does manage to find a clear, and Nipchox does drop it down. Once going to try to find a touch, but he didn't have a good angle on that. There's Solution with the touch. Oneskong does put it onto the backboard again. Hulum is up for it, looking to find a shot, but just puts it into the back wall again. And Nipchox does have a chance here. Dennis loses that 50. It is over to Oneskong though. Here comes Solution with 34 boost, trying to bait in the challenge, but the demo again does not get them possession, unfortunately. Now Dennis will look to place one into the midfield, but again, Nipchox is there with a backwards clear, and he will go for it once again, trying to get it over to Hulum, who passed it infield to Oneskong. Now off the corner, Solution again shuts down the attacking player. Now Hulum is up for this, puts it high. Now Celsius into the midfield. Solution will try to get to this, but Oneskong is beating him by a mile there. And now into his own corner. The shot opportunity for Nipchox is there, but the save from Solution off his own crossbar, that was incredible. The follow-up is not going to be there from Parallax. And oh boy, that opportunity was just stolen away from them. An incredible save there by Solution to get away. And now it's the midfield. Nipchox is up for it again, but the Celsius, sorry, with a shot. It is blocked away again. Now Hulum with the demo does give Nipchox a free clear. But now Celsius is going to get to it, but misses the touch. Solution does cover for him though. Now Hulum into the midfield as the 1 minute mark is here, and we are counting down. Still, Parallax needs to find a goal in this one as Nipchox, or Oneskong, sorry, attempts a flip reset. Now Nipchox, the man himself, looking to get this one into the midfield as Hulum is there for the shot, pass it infield. The bump isn't there for Nipchox, but it is just going to roll in. Boy, Hulum just finds the angle on that one. A really slow shot, but it goes in regardless. 27 kilometers per hour, but Solution couldn't find a touch there. He was threatened by Nipchox for that bump, and Hulum will just finish it. Now 40 seconds on the clock. Really it's going to come down to next goal wins, essentially, because of how close this game has been so far. Now Hulum into the midfield. Celsius does get that one instantly. Now Nipchox with a shot on net. Solution puts it high, but it's back straight down with Celsius. Does cover for it well. Celsius looking to play this one down the field. Here comes Hulum with the challenge. Solution does put it into the mid dangerously, but Dennis is there for the save. Now Celsius looking to take this up for a ceiling shot. Can he get the shot he wants? Unfortunately not, but I think he faked it out there, trying to bait in a challenge, but Hulum is not fooled and he will get it away. And the final attack here, the net is wide open, but Dennis just gets the save. It was hitting the post anyway, and this one will be dropping. We have OT once again, this time in game 3. And remember, whoever wins this game is on match point, so it is really important to determine who has the momentum going into the 4th game. As now OneSkunk does manage to miss that touch, unfortunately. And now the demo coming out once again. OneSkunk again gets to clear away, and yeah, he's going ham here, just trying to get as many touches on the ball as possible, trying to be annoying for the Igneous side. Getting some grounds here in this game as Hulum puts that one down. One could not land a touchdown. Nitrox has it all to do. Does not read that touch, unfortunately, but the save comes out nevertheless. Solution gets it under him. And that'll be Igneous again coming out clutch in the overtime to take game 3. And it was a great effort by Nitrox to make that save after missing the read. But Solution, he just had a superior angle and momentum on that one. And now it will be really important for Parallax to find their opportunities and take them in the 4th game if they want to win this series. Well, it is match point for Igneous. We were not expecting this to begin with, but they have a real chance to take this series, and it is an important one for them. But of course, the side of Parallax do have it in them to bring this one back in their favor. We'll see what they do here as the bump does come out again from OneSkunk, but no one is there to capitalize. And now all players of Parallax are on the same side of the field, but still Hulum will try to find a shot. Celsius now on Octane ZSR. Interesting card choice here. You don't see this often here. OneSkunk with a backflip though. Nitrox will have to cover for him, and now Dennis puts this one into the box. Hulum is backwards, but he does get a pretty nice clear. Still, Solution is there. The pressure is on for Igneous. Now Hulum with a great boomer to get this one out. Now OneSkunk will try to make a challenge here, but Dennis is off the ceiling. Can he get the shot he wants? Tries to delay as much as possible, but it appears Celsius actually is disconnected from the server. And I'm not sure what the call is meant to be here. But the players do appear to be playing on. I'm not sure what's happened, but I guess we'll just play on for the time being and see what happens. We'll see if Celsius does rejoin, and if not, if a goal does end up being scored because of it. Alright, he's back. So, yeah, I think, yeah, we'll just play on. So, I think that is a bug in the game of Rocket League at the moment, where players just get randomly booted from games. That one is played infield. Dennis was the one on the line, but it is still cleared away regardless. Now, Solution is up this one. Attempted flip reset, but he didn't get anything from it. And Hulum into the midfield. Celsius does get one out to the side, but Nitrox is there. Does have 40 boost to work with. Saves his flip, but he just pinch it off the back wall. Unfortunately, no one is there for his team. And now Hulum does block Dennis, but the 50 is still won by the latter player. Now here comes OneSkunk with an attempted flick. We had no boost to work with. Now Nitrox has all to do. The demo comes out though, and it does give Hulum all the space he needs to make that save. And OneSkunk is letting this one drop. He does put it out into the mid and gets the second touch on there to win the challenge. Now Dennis does manage to put it past him. And once again, putting this one off the corner wall. Nitrox is up for this one. Puts it down to OneSkunk, who does boom it down the field. But Celsius is back in plenty of time to get that one. And now Celsius taking this one himself. Gets it past 2 players. Now with zero boost, with all the work to do, does leave it now for Solution, who tries for the shot, but the block is there. Now Celsius trying to get the touch there. Hulum with the shot opportunity. It is wide though. Now Solution does get the 50 there. One Skunk does try to get the touch on the ball. Now Solution into the midfield. It bounces really high. No one was really expecting that, but Hulum does manage to get the clear off the backboards. Still though, Igneous with pressure. Now Celsius coming off the opposing backboard for whatever reason. I mean, I respect the wacky plays, but that was pretty unnecessary, not gonna lie, but he does rotate back in time nevertheless. Now here comes Hulum onto the backboard for one Skunk, who tries to find the pass down. He does get it, but wasn't the pass he was looking for, I imagine. Now Hulum does get the back flip flick. Does turn on this one, does actually get a shot, but it is not on the net. It still says with a great pinch out. But still, one Skunk does read it, and he's looking to play this one himself. The touch is quite weak. Now Niptrox trying to get this one into the midfield, but despite having all the boost, no speed on it. Now Hulum has a shot chance, but Dennis is there. Now Niptrox up once again. Celsius does have a shooting opportunity, and posting in 1-0 for Igneous. And yeah, it was the aggressive rotation here from Parallax I was alluding to a couple games ago, where it can't work out, but I feel like the third man was pushed a bit too far up, and Celsius recognized that and just got the booming clear, and it was in just right across the field. And Igneous again with the leads. This is really important for them. They win this game, they've got the series win. As now Dennis does clear it out into the midfield. One Skunk is up for it. Now Solution tries to get the pinch there. Hulum is up for it, dropped it down to Niptrox again, but Dennis just beat him to it. But that demo from One Skunk could open up some space, but Celsius is there. One Skunk gets it off his own back wall. Now Hulum with a touch out. Dennis does turn on it, but it is into the midfield. Niptrox hesitates on that. I think he must have thought that Celsius was going to go up for it. It does cost a counter-attacking chance, but now both players on the side are confused, but One Skunk does end up taking it. Nice flick out onto the left. He does still have possession, but he misreads that bounce. Now a minute left. The infield pass going up from Dennis onto the back wall, and two players up again for Parallax. Now Solution does have to make his way back as Hulum does have a shooting opportunity, but it's far too weak. He did have one Skunk as an option for a pass, and that could have really granted him a goal because they had a 2-on-1. And now 30 seconds left to go. What can Parallax do here as Hulum does have a shooting opportunity? The doink comes out. What a play from Parallax again. That was a great pass from Nitros. He just saw Hulum there and he knew he could get a doink. That was amazing. Crossbar down. You love to see it. And the clutch plays from Parallax coming out when they need it the most. 32 seconds on the clock. Can they bring this one in their own favour and bring us to the 5th game? We'll have to find out as one tries to go for a shot again, but Celsius is there. Now just trying to buy a bit of time, baiting in the attackers again. As Hulum puts it down to Niptrox. It goes to the redirect, but can't land the touch, unfortunately. Now Solution just tries to control it. Hulum with the challenge, though. One Skunk does backflip. And this is quite dangerous for the side of Parallax. The touch is missed, though, by Solution. Now Dennis has a shooting opportunity. It is wide, but Niptrox will have the read on that. He does bump the player away. And now the ball will touch in the 3rd overtime in a row in the series. Igneous have won the last 2, but can Parallax do it here? They're not favoured to do it considering their overtime record in the series, but we will see what they can do here. They have come out clutch again. And Solution throws this one onto the back, but he does go for the second touch. Niptrox is faked out by it, but One Skunk does cover for it. And this one is going to get played out. Niptrox will go for the challenge, but the Hulum last man back will have the touch. He'll look to go for a second one with his limited boost. Does try for it. He at least slows it down. And now One Skunk and Niptrox up for this, but they managed to get the clear. Now Solution, not the best touch in the world. Solution will still get it though. Now Solution does chip it over Hulum potentially, but it's on the crossbar. A save again by Niptrox. Oh boy, that was some fast play on the offense there from Igneous, but the defense holding strong here for Parallax. Now Niptrox is up for it again. Does get a toucher into the box of Igneous. Now Celsius clears it into the corner. And One Skunk try to go for demo again. Now the touch is up there. Solution will get to it. Now Niptrox again misses the touch. And now One Skunk is last man, but he will try to buy a bit of time. The touch is good for him and he will look to take it himself. Does pop it, but now Solution is there. It is hanging in the box. Solution, or Celsius, sorry, does manage to get it. Now into the box. Dennis is up for Niptrox with a block. Boy, things are getting really intense in this overtime. And now One Skunk is the last man. Does just boom it down the field. It is going to be dropping into the net, but Solution does get the save. And then once again with a pinch, it is down into the box once again, but Dennis can't find a touch. Celsius on the ground will get it away. Now Niptrox, the missed touch into his own box, does act as a back pass. Perhaps, well, not what he's looking for, but it does work out. Now Celsius with the flip reset. I don't know if he got it or not, but he didn't use it either way. And now Solution drops it down. Onskong does get it onto the backboard where Celsius is waiting. And Niptrox not in a good position. Leaves it for Hulum, who gets the shot opportunity. Now, Demo on Niptrox in the midfield will grant Celsius a chance here. But on the respawn, Niptrox will try to go for it. Solution with a shot. Onskong is there. Now Celsius with a second touch, but he has no boost awarded. Hulum will get this one out. Now here comes Solution once again. Hulum just pinch it into the side, but Niptrox is in the same position as him, and Dennis will get the clear. Solution will be up for the shot, but Skunk is in the favourable position for that. Now Dennis with the pinch. He does clear it for the opposing side. Now here comes Hulum. He is up for it once again. Niptrox not in the best position here. The double commits aren't helping Parallax at all at the moment. I feel like they've given away quite a few good opportunities just by doing that. Now this one dropping against the box. Celsius with a shot. Niptrox again with a save. And we're just over halfway through another Rocket League game here, as we are approaching the 3-minute mark in this overtime. Both the overtimes so far this series have been pretty short, but this one is really extended. As now Dennis has a shot, but it's well wide. The bounce is favourable for the Parallax side though, and Niptrox does have a great clear opportunity, which he does take. And this is a chance for the Parallax side to get through. And just looking at the stats here, there's been so many saves inside of Parallax. 5 for Hulum alone in this game, and Niptrox has had his only 2 saves the game in this overtime alone. As now Hulum does put it down into the box. Dennis does clear it once again, and now the pass, no Solution does put it into the net to secure the series for Igneous. And there we go, Igneous Esports Academy, the 3-1 victory in the series after a pretty long overtime. My goodness, what a performance for them, and that is a very important win for them, because now, if I have a quick look at the standings, yeah, Igneous will be at 3 and 4 now, and that will really help them if they can get the last win against Nitrous, because that will probably get them out of the relegation zone, which will be great news for them. But yeah, well played to both teams, especially in that 4th game, really close. But of course, it was again an overcommit, I feel like, from Parallax that caused that game to go in the favour of Igneous.